In this video, we will cover what a training center is and the key benefits it provides. Procore customers typically have standard operating procedures in place prior to adopting Procore. These procedures now need to coincide with the way these companies use Procore and the way they are going to implement the new software across their company. The Training Center is an add-on service that allows companies to build custom training material that documents their best practices and procedures in a private section on Procore's support site. Utilizing the Training Center can help ensure the successful adoption and use of Procore within your organization across all projects. A new Training Center client is given a unique URL that lives within our support site. For example, Brick Construction has placed links within their projects to give the users in their company an easy pathway to get to their Training Center, which can be found at support.procore.com. Once a user has accessed the company's Training Center, they will see a company's Training Center landing page that is split up by roles. The role-based approach is our standard way of setting up a new training center, but is not the only way you can build out your landing page. For example, a company could also decide to split the landing page up by different project stages. The gray links show a private page which I'm not able to access yet because I'm not within the company's private group. You will also notice that when I search for the company, no results come up because I am not within the group. If a user within the private group needs to access internal material, we can create a private group and have the user sign in using our single sign-on integration to gain access to these pages. Each company has the ability to customize their training center on what makes the most sense for them. Let's return to our role-based approach landing page. Let's say a subcontractor comes into the training center, they can click on their appropriate role and view the information the company has provided for them. Now that we are viewing the subcontractor role, we can dive into the individual tabs on this page. Each of these tabs are designed with the company's subcontractor role in mind. First, we have the Tutorials tab. This tab is going to contain the most information pertaining to your company's procedures through tutorials. Here we have 3 different types of tutorials. The first type is simply a link to content that already exists on the support site. These links can be useful for tutorials you do not plan on editing but still want to have organized here for your subcontractors. For example, here we are linking to upload and submit a submittal, which explains the standard procedures for performing this action. This action may not need to be customized, but it is still valuable to be displayed to your subcontractor. The second type of tutorial is what we call a hybrid tutorial, which contains Procore content as well as special instructions for you to input information that is specific to your company. The nice thing about a hybrid tutorial is that you can reuse information that is not specific to your company. Since we are reusing information from the steps and background section of this article on the support site, these sections will automatically inherit changes the documentation team at Procore makes to this article. The third type of tutorial is a completely custom tutorial. Training Center clients can create their own tutorials from scratch, which allows them to input documentation that may not be Procore specific, but is specific to their company, such as a separate software or process. Now that we have covered all the types of tutorials, let's return to the tabs. The Workflow tab allows clients to place workflows built by Procore or to place workflows that are specific to their company. If you have workflows built out already, you can house them here for your end user to have actual, visual representations of your processes. Our workflows are interactive, which allows users to use the workflow to get to the documentation they need. The next tab is the Permissions tab. This allows users that do not have access to the directory to see what they can and cannot do within Procore. This tab is used more often for external collaborators that come and go on projects. Next is the Documents tab. This tab can house safety PDFs, employee handbooks, and/or Excel Word documents that you need your subcontractor to have access to. These are usually not project-specific, but instead company-specific documents that users need frequently. Last but not least is the Videos tab. This tab can be used to link to the Procore videos or simply grab videos from YouTube that you find useful or have uploaded yourself. Keep in mind that these tabs are not set in stone and can easily be changed and customized. What you see here is merely an example of a training center to give you an idea of what a training center can do, and can be changed to better fit your company's needs. One great addition to our training center is that all the information discussed is responsive. Responsive means that regardless of your end user screen size, computer, tablet, or phone, the information on that device will display appropriately. This is very helpful to users in the field that may want to look up custom processes within your training center. Training Center clients are also able to utilize our contextual help to display custom company-specific documentation in app.procore.com. Once purchased, Training Center clients will have a setting enabled that allows them to override Procore standard content with their own. The Help button at the bottom right of the RFI tool shows documentation for this tool to help answer questions. When getting more granular by clicking the Create RFI button and then the Help button, we will see that the page would normally display Procore standard Create an RFI tutorial, but in this case, Brick Construction has overridden that tutorial to display their own company-specific procedure. This functionality gives our clients the ability to directly give users access to SOPs in Procore itself. This has been a quick demonstration of what an end user may experience coming into your training center, but varies depending on your company. If you wish to learn more about how a training center is built, please reach out to your account executive to schedule a demo. Thank you for watching.